Hi everybody, it's Sarah. I'm here today with a quick flip through of my latest junk journal. This is a hardbound journal with a 5-hole pamphlet stitch fabric covered spine, and it has 2 signatures and lots of fabric ruffles and charms off the front pages. Let me tell you a little bit about the cover. It's a topper using some Tim Holtz wallpaper as the background, a vintage fortune-telling image that I found online, and the curtains and the text are from the Tim Holtz baseboard collection. The text reads, "Dearly departed from regions beyond." I've also used some fabric leaf trim and a sari silk ribbon to sort of balance it out. So this is what I would call a use it up journal. I had a lot of elements and pages and papers left over from my last journal, so there's lots of sort of random stuff stuck into here. So the paper that I used is from Craft Smart, the Mystic Moon collection, and then Halloween Garden from DCWV. I love this little tag, or the little charm here. It's a crystal ball. So the digital kit that I used is from Calico Collage, and it's called A Beautiful Haunting. She does an excellent job. The images are just sort of gothically beautiful in this journal. I used some, because the back of some of the pages were so white, I used Glimmer Mist to sort of make it less stark, and there's a little shiny element to those. I don't know if you can really see it with the camera, but I like those as far as, I don't do a lot of coffee dyeing myself, so when I get a paper pad, I needed sort of another way to make it not so starkly white. So I also created some journaling cards and tags using book pages of varying font sizes, as well as some music pages. I used those as a neutral background. I collaged a black and white floral napkin onto that, and then I topped it with some Tim Holtz paper dolls. And this is a coffee dyed envelope with a little element from the kit. And inside, I have 2 vintage sort of library catalog cards. They have a favorite, a paper ruffle that I sewed onto it. And the subject of the cards is missing persons. As a librarian, I like to use vintage library elements in my journals. So I'm a super fan of the library card catalog cards. There's music paper that I've used. There's a fabric ruffle here. The coffee dyed paper that I use is all from GT Designs on Etsy. I love her coffee dyeing. She does a wonderful job, and it's just luscious. So I also incorporated some Victorian mourning cards. This young woman is turned away from the camera. And again, this is a use it up journal. I've got some scrap pages or scrap paper in here. This one is just, kind of stuck in there, and you can journal on it, and if you want to, or fold it and tuck it into an envelope somewhere. I also found some images online of this young woman. Her name is Cleo de Marad, and she was a dancer in the late 1890s and early 1900s, and I just thought she really fit into this journal. So there's a few images of her in here. I think she could have been a fortune teller. I mean, with looking like that, I thought she fit. There are some coffee dyed vellum envelopes, or yeah, I think they're vellum envelopes. Maybe not vellum. What is that? Anyway, they're topped with a fabric and paper sort of cluster with a tag from the kit on top. And again, here's an image of Cleo and some elements from the kit. The stamps that I used are from Tim Holtz. He's got a collection called Regions Beyond. Each signature has a coffee dyed vellum sack, and it is a 3-pocket sack. So there's the back pockets behind the sack. There's the sack that is the middle, the sack itself, and then there's behind this little element here. So those can all go in there. And then again, this is from the kit, and there's a fabric leaf trim there. Also incorporated are coffee dyed Becky Higgins Project Life cards, trimmed with a fabric ruffle, and on the bottom is a dictionary, Halloween dictionary definition card from Calico Collage. This one is skeleton. Another morning photo. Dictionary pages, different random pages. I had several Hermelinda tags that are in the coffin shape left over, and this is just, it folds over the page. And again, I've used glimmer mists. It's got mica chips in it, so you can kind of see the gloss and shimmer. I hope you can see that on the camera. It's really, they're really fun to work with. And that's just tucked over the page, and this is just some coffee dyed graph paper. I also incorporated little altered paper clips. This has some scrap paper strips and a few fabric strips, and I've just sewn a little tag to the top, and that just tucks on the edge of the page. There's some fabric flips. The center of this signature is a pocket, and inside are some scrap papers and a vellum ghost tag, vellum shaker ghost tag. So this is totally inspired by GipsyRosePaperie on YouTube, so I definitely encourage you to go check out her videos. This one, it has wallpaper background, some Tim Holtz paper dolls, some moon and stars sort of shaker elements, and it's topped with vellum and just sewn around. And then this little sentence here says, Rosalie ultimately lost her mind. So that just tucks into there. And this is a stamp from the Tim Holtz stamp collection, Regions Beyond. A little tuck. I don't have a lot of the tucks filled on this one. Again, this is a use it up journal that I'm just trying to fill and get things into. It's another tag that I made. This is another element that I made that I actually didn't include in the other book, but this is a little note, like a scrap paper notepad. It's just like a little mini book. It has some Tim Holtz wallpaper, some decoupaged book page, an image of a fortune teller, and just some flowers on the top there. And it's just bound with a little 3-hole pamphlet stitch there. So that's a nice place for additional notes and such. Again, elements from the kit just tucked onto there. Coffee dyed random pages. Again, some sari silk ribbon ruffles at the side. I had, here's another Victorian morning photo, just tucked into there. I had some envelopes that I was experimenting with, so I really just like this paper, so I didn't bind those into the spine or anything. I just tucked them there, and they can be moved around if needed. I love this little charm. Also, it's a little hand, like a fortune telling or palm reading. An image, and again, the envelope, I didn't want to do a lot of embellishing because of the beautiful coffee dyeing on it. The little coffee dyed vellum envelope has some scrap images and some cards, ephemera cards from the kit. A fabric flip, another Shaker Ghost tag, and this one says, I stilled my beating heart. I just liked that. The center of this signature is actually an envelope. This was my first foray into binding in either a pocket or an envelope into the center of the signature. It was a little bit tricky, but I got it. It just took a little bit of time. Inside this envelope is a scrappy note pad. So it's got just some scrappy little bits of paper bound with some Tim Holtz wallpaper and the trim, the fabric leaf trim at the top. Again, it's a great way to use up your scrap paper. I didn't come up with this. I think I discovered this with Tatty Treasures online. On YouTube. She does what she calls mass makes, and I think originally inspired by Shabby Dabby Doodah on YouTube. So definitely go explore those. They're super fun, and it's a great way to use up scraps. And again, I'm using up my scraps in here. So in another bag, a little tag, another altered paper clip, and some journaling cards just tucked into there. The last of the tags. And that is that. Eventually I'll probably put a little, like a library card pocket on the front, but I haven't gotten there yet. I really just wanted to start using it up, using up my scraps, and I'm super happy with how the cover turned out. So thank you guys for joining me today. I hope to see you next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.